I never thought you would take over my mind, 'cause I've been lost.
Good evening, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Carrie, and this is Weight Watchers with Carrie. If you're coming over from any of the other channels, welcome, and I hope that you stick around. I do mainly what I ate videos, products that I've used that I really love, and I also do budget videos once in a while. I've been trying to stick to once a week, but since the coronavirus is here, we haven't really had many updates with anything. But we do have a big update coming up, and I'm going to try to get that out this next Friday for sure. It's really interesting, so keep an eye out for that. I wanted to thank Heather over at Heather Rose Up for inviting me to do this collab, and there is many other people down below in the description box that are also doing this collab, so please check them out. I'm going to tell you guys my 5 favorite meals. Actually, I have like a couple other ones because I couldn't leave them out. They're so good, I couldn't leave them out. I will be linking all of my videos down below so you can check them out. I did cook with me's for all of them, so they're all listed below. I think I have about 100 cook with me videos now, so check them out if you are interested. The first one I wanted to mention is, and I'm going to tell you where I found these from, and then you can check the video out down below in the description box. And in that description box will be the detailed recipes, or where you can find this recipe at to make this. And of course, if you follow along on my video, you can make it from that as well, because I do a pretty detailed video on how to make it and how much stuff to put in them as well. The first one I wanted to mention was our Weight Watchers chili. I think we make that the most out of everything that we have made so far since starting Weight Watchers. And both my husband and I have started almost 4 years ago now. And we both lost about 100 pounds in our first year of doing Weight Watchers. So it works fantastic. Just so you guys know, it works really great when you follow it. The last like 2 years, I haven't been really following it. So I had gained some weight back. Now I'm starting back down again, so it's a struggle sometimes, but that chili recipe is fantastic. I saw this chili recipe when I first started Weight Watchers, and I thought I'd give it a try. I changed things up a little bit in my chili. We really like the way I make it, and I shared it with you guys in case you guys wanted to try it out. But there's so many different ways to make this. You can check out pretty much anybody on Weight Watchers has a Weight Watcher chili recipe, and they're not all the same. So try out different recipes. So I put the recipe in the description box, and I also have a printable recipe, which is also in that Cook With Me video in the description box. So check out that printable recipe. You can print it out, and I have all of the nutrition information linked to that one as well, and it's super good. And there's other recipes on my website as well that you might like. The next one I wanted to mention, I'm looking down here on my paper because I have everything written down there, is our chicken Parmesan sandwich. We found this out of my WW cookbook. You can buy that cookbook on the Weight Watchers website. I did not share the recipe on it because they didn't have it online that I could find, so I didn't want to actually share the recipe and have it, you know, like a copyright infringement or something like that. So I just put where I found it. You can still follow my directions on my video. It's super easy to make. The thing that I recommend most on this recipe, make sure you pound that chicken like I showed you in my video at the very beginning. That makes for a tender piece of chicken. And now every time I make chicken, I pound the chicken out because it's so tender that way. It was just like, wow, you know, this chicken was like, you could cut it with your fork. It was so tender. So I do that with all of my chicken now. No matter what I make, I just pound the chicken down inside the saran wrap, just pound it down really thin, and then it puffs up while it cooks, but it's super tender, super tender. So that's the biggest thing I can say about that one. And we absolutely love that dish. It's so great. The next one is Poblano and onion stuffed potatoes. Oh my goodness. I think I only made this twice, and we keep forgetting about it. And then every time when I looked up my favorite recipes, I found this one again, and I'm like, oh yes, I remember how great that was. It was so good, you guys. And I know I changed that up. We originally found it on the Weight Watchers app. If you plug in on the search bar, Poblano and onion stuffed potato. I think I linked that recipe actually because I did find that one online. I linked it, but I switched it up just a little bit as usual because that's what I do. So check out my video and see what I switched up on there. But this was so fantastic. We will definitely be making this probably this week again now that I found this again. So good. The next one I found on the Weight Watchers app. Again, the recipes have gotten really good on their app. I have really been loving the ones that we've been trying. This one was called the Greek chicken sandwich. And this is, oh, and that Poblano with the stuffed potato was 10 smart points. It was high, but guys, it was so worth it. And it was a whole great big potato, both halves. So they recommend cutting it in half and just have half of it. But we had the points to have the whole potato, so we had the whole thing. So if you cut it in half, I think it was 6 points, depending on what you put on it. So you have to count sour cream and all that other stuff too. So yeah, I just wanted to share the points there with you. The chicken parm sandwich was 7 smart points. And the Greek chicken sandwich is, oh, crud, I didn't mark the points on there, but on the video, I do say how many points it is, and I forgot how much it is offhand. But this sandwich, guys, it is made with feta cheese, and you take some skim milk and make that feta cheese, put the milk in the feta cheese and kind of smush that down and make like a sauce. Holy cow, guys, it is so good. And I definitely recommend putting just a little bit of butter on your bun and grilling it under the broiler until it's brown. The bread is brown. Oh, that makes such a big difference in your sandwich. It's so good. Sometimes I'll take a little piece of garlic, cut it in half, and rub that on the bun as well. Pound the chicken down again. That one is one of our top favorites as well. We make that one all the time. With the Greek chicken sandwich, I definitely recommend getting fresh dill and chopping it up because that makes a world of difference. I do not have a cook with me on that, but you can find it on the Weight Watchers app. If you just click in Greek chicken sandwich, you'll see it in the app in the bottom of your screen on your app on your phone. You'll be able to find it there under recipes. But I do plan on doing a cook with me the next time we make this, which will be soon. So watch for that cook with me as well. And then my all-time favorite that I've been loving recently is I did a collab on remaking fast food items that you really love. And my favorite item has been the Taco John's Mexi Rolls that they have, and you dip them in sour cream. I remade those with turkey and taco seasoning, and then I rolled them in the egg roll wrappers, and oh my gosh, guys, they are so good. My son loves them. My husband loves them. My son eats them with sour cream with some taco seasoning mixed in it, and my husband and I have them with fat-free yogurt with some taco seasoning, the Kroger taco seasoning dry mix in there. We just put like a teaspoon or two, depending on how strong you like it. Put that in the yogurt, mix it up. You can't tell the difference. I can't tell it's not sour cream with that mixed in there like that. I can't. So it's super good. The points are, if you have 3 Mexi Rolls, I think they're 5 points for just the shells itself. And then depending on the sauce you use, if you use sour cream or if you use yogurt, it would be 0. And it depends on if you put cheese in there. Sometimes we add a little bit of shredded cheese, 2 points worth of cheese, like the Trader Joe cheese. You can get a full ounce for 2 points. We'll use that if we have it available and add 2 points to it. And that would make it, I think, 7 to 8 points, somewhere right around there. Well worth it for us because they are delicious. The last thing I wanted to share, actually, the last 2 things are kind of honorable mentions. The last 2 would be, the one would be muffins. We always make these muffins that are fantastic. I have a printable recipe. I will link it down below. You go to the video in the muffins, and there is a printable recipe in that description box as well. So that one is so good. We make those all the time. A huge muffin is 4 smart points. I was looking for muffins. I found some muffins online that had raspberries and blueberries in it, and of course I switched it up just a little bit, added my own stuff that I really liked in there, and this is what I come up with after finding all of the recipes and kind of putting everything together and mixing and matching things that we liked inside the recipe. So that's how we come up with that one. The last one I wanted to mention is something that we started Weight Watchers with. I saw a lot of people making yogurt with mixing it with different things. So I kind of put my own spin on things again. And what I did was I put some yogurt and some fat-free pudding mix and some PB2 in there and mixed it all up. Sometimes I add some vanilla with it, depending on what I'm feeling like. And then sometimes I add a couple, one of the packets of stevia in there as well. So good. And then Corey has his own way that he absolutely loves. I'm going to actually show you that clip next here right away and show you how he makes his.
Back to what used to be home, passing by those little towns I know so well, stopping for gas and then I'm behind the wheel again, driving this like a spiritual cleanse, where every mile is a new beginning and every bend holds a new end. Eyes on the road, don't lose control, I'm speeding fast to chase my soul, I'm driving.
Okay, so that's how he makes his, and we used to make that all the time when we first started Weight Watchers, and I lived on that every night. Like I would have that for dessert every night, and I lost 100 pounds that first year, so it didn't affect my weight loss at all. Just 1 cup of yogurt is pretty much what I would use in there, and then add the other stuff to it and mix it up. Super good. That is all the recipes that I had to share with you today, and sorry I was looking down for most of it because I was reading my notes, my cheat notes here. But I wanted to thank Heather again for inviting me to do this collab. Hope you guys enjoy all of the recipes that I shared down below in the description box. Again, remember to check out all of the other channels down below as well. They're gonna come up with their top 5 favorites. Check everybody's out and get some great ideas and some great recipes. And I'm gonna close it up here. I want to thank you guys again for watching. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.
I never thought you would take over my mind, 'cause I've been lost, but I'm giving you all of my time. Isn't that good enough? Changing my patterns a lot.